And as we take a look at Stacy Lewis's incredible career accomplishments, of course, her 13 collegiate wins, 13 LPGA wins, a two-time major champion. She's made 4 Solheim Cup appearances as a player. And we are very lucky to have Stacy Lewis joining us now right here on Golf Central. And Stacy, you have been a longtime ambassador for KPMG. You've seen firsthand the investment that they've made in women's golf and women's sport. Can you describe the impact that KPMG has had on this event?
It's tremendous. And to think, I think it was probably 11 or 12 years ago at a sponsor day, actually here in Seattle, not at Sahalee, but in Seattle was where this idea started for this championship. I was just up talking about, you know, what the women's game needed to move forward to a bunch of women that were there. And then Chairman John Viemeyer said, you know, kind of started the idea of doing a tournament, and it's turned into all of this. And so to come as far as we have in 10 years, and you walk on property and it feels big. You see the builds, the way the players are taken care of, you know, it feels special to us, and it's first class.
I know we just had little clips of what will be Solheim Cup coming up. I have to ask you, since I have the opportunity to, Lexi Thompson last week.
Yeah.
What do you admire about Lexi?
Her resilience. She's been through a lot in her career. She's been in contention so much, and you're not always going to win. And you have to figure out how to get over it and how to come back. And that's what has admired me the most, is the strength that she has to do that. And I've had a front row seat to a lot of it. And so it's been really cool to watch. And what she did at Solheim Cup last year, you guys, was unbelievable. I mean, she was playing very poorly last year going into it. And the way she figured it out and the way she led her team, it was something that I really, really admire.
Stacy, there was an announcement today about ShotLink at this championship, which we saw, of course, at the U.S. Women's Open as well. You understand the importance of analytics better than anyone.
Yes.
Give us all the layers of why this is so important for the growth of the tour.
Yeah, so I think the most important thing is right now we do stat cards. So we finish around on Thursday, and it's usually not till like sometimes Saturday that we see the results from Thursday. So you can't make any changes going into Friday. You don't really know what to work on. So having the ShotLink this week allows you to have that immediate feedback of when I finish my round, I can see I need to go work on 125 to 150. And you can tailor your practice to that, where we don't have that right now. But the data itself, just having that, it allows you to be more specific with your practice. For Solheim Cup, it's been unbelievable for me to spot trends, to see who's trending in the right direction, who's going to be playing well a month from now. Like, you can actually predict it when you dive into this stuff.
How do you feel like having this kind of analytics has helped and will continue to help depth? You know, knowing what you need.
Yeah. I mean, for Solheim Cup, I mean, I'm going to have people, I'm going to have backups. I mean, injuries, things happen. So to have backups of who could potentially step in if somebody, you know, goes down or somebody gets hurt. You know, but the depth of our tour in general is off the charts. I mean, the quality of golf right now, I mean, as you walk that range, I mean, there's good golf swings everywhere. Nobody hits it poorly. So it's an exciting time for women's golf. I mean, there's 70, 80 players in this field that legitimately have a chance to win this week. And I think you couldn't say that at all 10 or 15 years ago.
And when you think about data and analytics, KPMG has the AI-powered predictive analytics that our broadcast team is going to get to use. So, of course, you know, for you, making decisions about the Solheim Cup is one thing, but how important is data and analytics for us in telling the story of the women in the field?
It's telling the story. It's making the broadcast exciting. Something other, while somebody's walking around the green reading their putt forever, at least it gives the announcer something to talk about. It gives you graphics to show it. It brings the viewer into what the players are doing and what they're working on. It enhances, you know, I think always a great broadcast, it takes somebody sitting on their couch and makes them feel like they're here at Sahalee watching. And I think you can do that more when you have more data, when you have more information of, you know, how players have played over the year to know. I mean, I could probably pick out some players that are going to play pretty well this week and make some people a lot of money, but I'm not going to do that. because I'm going to get in trouble.
Not this show.
Not this show. I'm going to get in trouble if I did that. But if you really dove into it, you can really predict what's coming.
And in terms of what's coming, you will be in the field this week. How's your game? How's everything feeling coming into the week?
It's a constant work in progress. You know, the last couple of years, my golf swing hasn't been very good, and you can call it I'm juggling a lot of hats. I've gotten older, but I continue to work on it. I mean, this is a golf course that I can be successful on, though, because you have to hit it straight. It's not necessarily a bomber's paradise, so I think you're going to see a lot of different types of players in the mix this week.
When one of the components of this championship is having the Women's Leadership Summit, you're a leader yourself. What kind of advice would you give to a younger version of Stacy Lewis or to the young players out there?
Do as much media as you can.
Thank you for that.
No, that is number one. Do as much as you can for these tournaments. I mean, I remember when I was playing my best golf, I thought I was so busy, and now I have a child. I'm doing Solheim Cup. I'm trying to play. I have a husband. Like, life before, I was not busy. Yeah. When it was just single Stacy out here playing golf. So they need to be doing as much as they can for these events and elevating the tour. And, you know, I feel like I did a good job of that, but I probably could have done more, even thinking back. So I just think as players, we need to do a better job of you know, elevating our tour and talking about it as much as we can and growing the exposure for this, for the LPGA.
You've seen a lot of changes on tour over the years. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering, you know, we've talked a lot about mental health in the last weeks and months.
Yeah.
How have you seen the sense of community out here change since you've been here? And what do you see your role as helping to ensure some longevity out here among players?
It's changed a lot. I was fortunate when I came on tour. I had some older players kind of take me under their wing a little bit and mentor me. And they were, you know, I had the stars, your Meg Mallinger, Beth Daniels, but I also had, you know, I saw Wendy Ward today. She's in the field this week, but she was somebody, like, she took me under her wing my rookie year, and I don't know why. And she just kind of showed me this is how you do things. This is what you do. And some of that, and it's missing now. And I think it's a product of playing for more money, of you can pay teams to travel with you. You can have instructors, you can have mental coaches, you can have all these people where before you relied on your players, your people you competed against to have shoulders to cry on, to have, you know, those kind of things. And it's very different now. And I think it's a product of playing for more money.
Stacy, we really appreciate you joining us. As you mentioned, you are very busy, so
that's okay.
We so love that you take the time to talk about the things that matter to you, that are important to women's golf. So good luck this week and enjoy.
And thank you guys for being here and covering us all week.
We love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll be here all week. Don't you worry.
I love it.